Hi, it's Tracy from Downward Dog Rising, and I'm doing a couple exercises on the Pilates reformer. And today's exercise is a great example of how yoga and Pilates cross over into each other, and how a lot of the Pilates moves are based on the ancient practice of yoga. So I'm going to show you how Halasana, Plow in yoga is used in an overhead in Pilates. And spinal articulation, where you roll up and down your spine, you want to have that as a prerequisite. And this is more advanced. You wouldn't do this with any neck, cervical spine issues. You wouldn't do this if you're pregnant. You wouldn't do this if you have stenosis, degenerative disc disease in your back, herniated discs. So there's certain things that we look out for in the spine. And if you're cleared, you're strong, you've been working out, this is a great exercise for your spine. But we don't want to do things at levels where we're not we haven't worked up to it, because it takes little steps along the way and we use it as building blocks. So if you're doing articulating bridges where you roll up and down through your spine, just like the previous exercise was like an intermediate to advanced, where you have to know a little bit more than just the regular bridge up, bridge down. You have to have more control. You have stability first, then you work on your mobility. So I'm going to teach you how to use the reformer springs to go deep into your core, and we're going to do a little, in the mat class in Pilates, it would be a rollover. In yoga, it would be plow, halasana. So join me and I will show you what to do. So again, we have to have really firm, strong shoulder girdle stabilization. And every move we do in Pilates, we need to have a firm shoulder girdle stabilization. And when people get injured or hurt, it's because the proper time and sequence hasn't happened, where they're opened across here, the shoulders stay down back, the blades have space between them, they move out and down, and there's motions where they do slide up, but at the same point, we're making sure that this arm bone, the head of the humerus, cannot twist out of the shoulder socket, or else you're going to have injuries and it's going to feel really uncomfortable. Okay, so watch. We're going to go to our reformer and we're going to start. Remember, headrest needs to be down. We walk our hands into the small loops, and then what I like to do is I just think of stretching my head away from my tailbone, axial elongation, spine long. And what I do, I bring the arms down as my legs lift up. And it's kind of nice just to resist, control, core is strong, breathing in, and then exhale, the legs lift up. So I'm just centering, I'm getting into my body, feeling how my head lengthens away from my tailbone. Exhale, 2 more. Breathing in, exhale. So I'm just feeling it go through my body. And 1 more time, breathing in and exhale. So with control, you feel the tailbone lengthen under your body. You curl your pelvis up off the mat, and then you feel the elongation, those thighs, those hamstrings stretch long, parallel to the ceiling. And you inhale, and then you start to roll. Exhale, and you stretch, and you stretch, and you stretch, and you lengthen your legs, your feet pass across the front of your face, the legs go down, the arms rise up. You lengthen, exhale, curl and scoop and lift and stretch. Now really feel those core muscles deepen into your spine, and you elongate and you roll all the way down. The legs come down, the arms rise up. You're in that low back neutral, so you're avoiding the arch. Breathing in. Exhale and curl and stretch. And roll through the center, elongate. Now, in yoga, we might have a couple different variations. And we're going to do something where we kick one leg up and one leg down for a control balance. So when we're over, think of one leg, you're scooping in, one leg comes down, and the other leg lifts up. Scoop your core tight, one leg comes down, the other leg lifts, scoop in tight. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to go parallel. Jackknife is to go straight up. Roll sequentially. Really stretch the backs of those thighs long. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Control to the end. And you just hang up your straps. And maybe just stretch arms away. Lengthen fingers away from toes. Take one leg in, release. Stretch out, 1 and 2 and 3, come back. Stretch out, and 1 and 2 and 3, come back, and then gently rock and roll up. And there you have it. So it's a nice way to show you how you can transition back and forth in between yoga and Pilates, and how one can enhance and facilitate a deeper understanding of the other. And it's an enriching experience to take your yoga practice into Pilates, and then take your Pilates knowledge and how it feels physiologically in your body and apply it to yoga when you're going into your yoga poses. It feels really nice. Okay, just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Peace. See you soon.